This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Luke and Lewis for lunch. Welcome to the show, listeners. We've got a new... What's your role?
I'm the panel operator.
Panel operator.
Welcome, James
Yeah.
Blake, to
James
the
Blake.
show.
Nice to meet you, James Blake.
Handshake, magic of radio.
Yes,
a
we are
handshake
shaking
is
hands
happening.
currently.
You
We're
two,
not kissing.
the problem is you two have already met, and this is what Lewis does. He introduces himself to people multiple times. You know, when we first met, he introduced himself to me 3 times before 3 weeks in a
Yeah.
row. We were at a comedy room, and the first week I went, "Hi, Lewis. My name's Luke," and he's like, "Nice to meet you, Luke." Next week I'm like, "Lewis," and
See,
he's like,
the first time, not rude, quite polite.
and then
even.
he went, "Oh yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Lewis."
Second time, still not rude, right?
then the
Twice isn't rude.
Yeah, it
What-
was borderline.
The third time,
was genuinely offensive.
So I legit have a friend of mine who will not talk to another friend of mine because she introduced herself twice.
Yeah, after
the
that,
other
the friendship's
nah,
over.
twice is fine.
No, friendship's over. I don't know why we're still friends.
Well, you can't expect me to remember your face when you have the most generic head on
I
planet
do.
Earth.
For those
You
who
look
can't
like
see my...
Action Man at Toys R Us.
I look like every guy Emma. I'm like a human Commodore. Like everyone's got one, but no one's impressed. It's just
But it's, I don't know, I can't remember faces.
we've had discussions where you're like, "Oh, who's that really nice guy I like? Oh, I really like him," and I'm like, "Oh, Andrew." And he's like, "Yeah, that's right. I really like him. What a great guy." I'm like, "Well, remember his name."
I
All right?
can remember like people's personalities. Sometimes I'll be like, I hate this person. I know there's someone here that I really don't like, and then I need to get you to remind me. And then sometimes you're like, no, you don't hate that person. They were nice to you, remember? I'm like, oh yeah, what a legend.
What's wrong with you? What were we going to talk about?
I don't know, but I got no idea. I can't remember. But you know, my girlfriend said to me once, for some reason we were talking about dementia, and she's like, "What, baby? What happens when we're 80 years old?" I'm like, "I don't know. We'll be old. Hopefully, we might not be poor anymore." She's like, "Yeah, but you're gonna have dementia."
Yeah, because you already do, like slightly.
I've got early onset dementia. I was like, "What do you mean you're gonna have dementia?"
My granddad's in a home, and I speak to more sound-minded people when I go visit him than,
It's not my fault. I
than
can't
these
remember where my
discussions that we
girlfriend
have.
lives.
Oh, anyway. Welcome to the show, Luke and Lewis.
Yeah, nice to meet you. What's your name?
James.
You and I went to VidCon, the very first VidCon that's ever happened in Australia. Could you
Yeah.
explain to listeners what VidCon is?
Do you want me to explain it?
Well, I have a much positive outlook on it than you do.
VidCon is
So
a
here's the
room
negative outlook.
with 14-year-old girls in it,
Yeah.
and not a lot to do. It's more of like a hangar with
Yeah.
there was one section with teen-proof glass. There was like a fish tank box where famous YouTubers would be in.
You know what? The best part of VidCon was just doing none of the things they wanted you to do. Like
Yeah.
Channel 9 was there
Oh,
filming
yeah.
YouTube. They
They
were
were-
doing the generic Channel 9 thing of, oh, the internet, what are kids into? Let's film these ridiculous things. And so we just made it our mission to ruin all of their shots.
They were there for about 45 minutes. We probably followed them around for about 35 minutes. And we were furiously dabbing in the background because there's nothing like reviving an 18-month-old meme to get on the news.
Absolutely. As soon as 10-year-olds say it's not cool anymore, that's when it's incredibly cool.
Cool, yeah. And the cameraman knew what we were doing the whole time, but he didn't have the guts. I don't think he cared enough to tell us to stop. So,
You know
and then
what?
I watched the broadcast back. You
Yeah.
haven't watched it back, have you?
No, I
I've
haven't.
since
Did we get
watched-
in?
No, so I've watched the broadcast back,
We've
right?
done a lot of editing.
For the 10 minutes that we weren't following them.
Yeah.
All the footage they used was from the 10 minutes.
Oh, the poor people. But you know what? I feel sorry mainly for the reporter, the poor woman. You were just rude to her face.
No,
'Cause
I
you
was.
found out that Peter Hitchener was here.
I'm
and
a big Peter Hitchener fan.
Are you though?
Yeah.
Can you even be a fan of a newsreader? They
Yeah.
read the news.
Yeah.
Have
Good
you
on
seen
him.
his Facebook page? He's got a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
He's
but
very
people,
popular.
He
he's
is.
like Shannon Knoll. People like him because it's funny, because he's not, there's
wanted
nothing to like.
Yeah, that's why I wanted a photo with him.
Yeah, so
And,
you tried to track down where Peter was, and she said, I think he left. And
I
then,
said to her, this is how it went down. Okay, you're going to paint me in a bad light. I said, hey, firstly, where's Pete Hitchener?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, I'm a big fan. And then she looked kind of offended. And then I went, oh, no, I'm a big fan of you too. Now,
okay,
the
now-
truth is, I didn't know who she was.
Okay, so how is that a better light than what I did? You just lied to her face about being a fan, and she, you know what really got me? She was really happy about it. She was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I'm going to make it. Luke
Yeah, she
Kidgel
was-
likes my news reading
She
skills.
was thrilled. I'm sorry.
What's their name, Luke?
Blue jacket, brown hair. Today I actually rocked up on time.
Wow.
And also I got pulled up because again we had gigs last night. We got home. I got home about 1 a.m. and then from about 1 till 3. That's usually the time where people go, "Oh, it's 1 a.m. I should head off to bed."
Yeah.
But I got on a binge watch of those RBT breath testing shows.
Oh, dude,
Like
way
on
better
YouTube?
than sleep. Way better than sleep. That's amazing. I love those shows
And I
so
always
much.
pause it and then like go, oh, are they over under, and try and guess it, and then I keep playing and then see how you went. It's like
I take it back. That's lame.
it's sad trivia. It's like,
sad trivia.
but then on the way here, I was already running a bit late.
Yeah.
But then I got not pulled over. I got pulled into an RBT thing on the way here, a breath testing booze bus.
And as usual,
And-
you were day drinking.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest. This is not where the story's
In
going.
case you didn't know, listeners, I know you are new to the show, but Luke is a raging alcoholic.
No, so I got there. Obviously, I haven't been drinking because I was driving.
Yeah.
And I wound down my window and they're like, "So, just breathe in the thing." And I'll be honest, I was a little bit starstruck.
Were there cameras there?
No, I was just like, I was watching you guys. I think I was watching the Sydney version, but
Constable Jones. I love how
yeah.
you arrested that guy, put him in a headlock. It was
yeah,
amazing.
really put that 60-year-old bloke from Wollongong away for blowing 0.3 the other. It was great.
And
Yeah.
were you over?
No.
Oh, disappointing. So you won't get on the show then.
Nah, that's another thing. It was like, and I just started furiously dabbing, and then they wouldn't put it on.
Luke and Lewis. So I've been doing a bit of research, Luke, about the new iPhone.
Teched up boy.
Yes, I'm. I love my tech.
Bit of a Ghizmo-Whiz.
Is that a word?
Nope. It's your title from now on in the show.
It's my title. All right, Sir Ghizmo-Whiz Spears. All right.
I didn't
now,
knight you. I just called you a nerd in a polite way.
Luke, I would like you to treat me with respect as I am the Ghizmo-Whiz. Now it's time for my first Ghizmo-Whiz segment.
I don't think you can demand respect if you refer to yourself as a Gizmo-Whiz.
Look, I make the rules around here. Are
Also-
you a Gizmo or a Whiz?
Can we talk about? Well, I'm banked up against a wall here in the studio, and
Mm-hmm.
every time I go back to laugh at you being a nerd, I smash my head on the glass.
That's
and
good. That's what
yeah.
you get for laughing at the Gizmo-Whiz. Okay, so the last iPhone was iPhone 8. So what would you think the next iPhone would be? Because, generally counting works.
Isn't this the iPhone 8?
No.
There are two. So they came out with the iPhone 8 and then they came out with another one at the same
Yeah,
time.
what
Lucky
do you
James
think?
is doing his research because what do you mean? There's two?
I'm the real Giz-Whiz.
It was Gizmo-Whiz.
Yeah,
all right.
get it right, James. All right, whoever you are. But yeah, the only thing that's actually quite new that's kind of cool is facial recognition. So instead of using your thumbprint to unlock your phone, you just look at it and it'll open up.
What about if you don't have a face?
What if you have a twin?
Huh? Or a twin?
What if you get into a horrible accident and you lose your face?
Lord
See?
Voldemort would not be able to open the new iPhone 8 or 9 or 10, whatever it is. Could you set it to be like a balloon? Like you set it to open up as a...
I think so.
I don't know.
If you drew a face on a balloon and then but you'd have to carry a balloon everywhere with you, and that's incredibly
Well,
inconvenient.
you tell me, you're the Gizmo-Whiz.
I'm going to give that a Gizmo-Whiz thumbs down. Luke and Lewis will be right back. Luke and Lewis, welcome back, listeners. Now, I didn't realize that I was the Gizmo-Whiz until just recently, and I didn't realize that
when
I
I
was gonna-
proclaimed you it.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, as my second official Gizmo-Whiz segment, I like to talk about, I've been getting into cryptocurrency, as you
His
know.
reign continues. Everyone has the Gizmo-Whiz.
I think you'll find that I'm a firm yet fair leader, everyone. I've been getting into cryptocurrency, things like Bitcoin. Have you heard of this, James?
Yeah, blockchain.
Yes, that's a word that's involved in it.
Oh, that's okay. I
Yeah.
got excited. That
Mhm.
was the one word I could associate to Bitcoin, blockchain. That's all
You
I
just
know.
said a keyword to make yourself sound intelligent.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, James, I've been putting money into this thing, and I don't even understand how it works.
We'll be sitting together, just sitting in silence, and he'll just start raging at the Chinese government for lowering stocks in like
Yeah, 'cause
some.
they banned ICOs. They banned ICOs, and all the Chinese started selling their Bitcoin, and it went down like 1,000. I lost like $100. It's ridiculous. The market is recovering,
Look
though.
at this.
You'll be
Okay,
happy
we're
to
not
know,
all
Luke.
Gizmo-Whizzes, mate. What's an ICO?
I don't even know. I just know that when they banned it, all the stocks went down. I was like, no, the ICO. I assume that's important.
You're pretty much just gambling with like
is.
overseas shares.
It is.
Yeah.
It's basically like digital currency. So you know how the US dollar is worth more than the Australian dollar. It's like digital currency.
It's virtual greyhounds for Gizmo-Whizzes. Now, Lewis. Right,
Yes?
I wanted to. I was perusing through Instagram, my Instagram feed the other day. As
Did you just
do.
learn that word?
Perusing? Yeah, I just wanted to use it in a sentence.
Well done, son. Proud of you.
Yep, thank you. That was a thesaurus get, actually. Looked up a synonym of browsing, and what do you know?
You said perusing. You said thesaurus. It's a big day for you.
Yep. I'll just leave if you want.
All right, no,
done.
okay, I'm done. Tell me your story.
I was having a peruse,
Yes.
as I was saying, and there was a post on my Instagram feed by a friend of mine from high school. She's similar age to me, 21.
Yep.
And as often people are at this time of year, they're backpacking or traveling through Europe. That's quite a popular holiday destination in our winter. And people, when they go there, you know, these are the type of people. She's one of the type of people that if you do something and
It didn't happen unless you posted.
Yeah, it didn't really happen. So she's one of those people, right?
Yeah.
So she's posted a photo saying, Europe with my girls in front of the Eiffel Tower. The hashtag fun in the sun, hashtag never coming home.
Never.
Now, right, big call to make.
That is a big call.
Now, I know for a fact this girl, we caught up before she left
Yep.
at an event. And I know for a fact she's coming home about mid-September. She has a return flight booked.
Oh, well, then she's just wasting money. Why did she book that return flight?
Yeah, because she's never coming home.
Well, hang on, Luke.
But
she was in France, right?
Yes.
Is she a citizen?
No.
Well, she's going to get deported.
Exactly. So one way or another, she's coming home.
It's ridiculous.
And I'm just sick of this because you see it all the time. It's hashtag never leaving, hashtag never coming home.
it's an outright lie.
Yeah,
This
it
is an outrage.
I would say one of the only people who could have said hashtag or at least never coming home for an extended period of time was Chappelle Corby. Also, you know, she was
Yeah.
temporarily staying.
She gave it a good hot crack.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to North Korea, I think the only time when you can honestly and truly say hashtag never coming home, if you go to North Korea, take a selfie while flipping off Kim Jong-un and then caption it never leaving, bang on, you're never coming
Well,
home.
I am going to dispute that, Luke,
Yeah.
because I don't think you're allowed to use social media in North Korea.
You're right, I would have never even seen the post.
Now, you said before, I didn't actually get to this, but you said that magic was one of the
I
coolest
was
things
saying
in the
magic
world.
sand, but yeah, magic. Any
Yeah.
kind of magic.
Yeah. So is it real?
Well, that's up to debate, but
I don't think.
it's painted by Hollywood and stuff as a cool thing.
Yeah, but
Have you ever seen a non-cool wizard?
no.
Oh,
but I've
Neville
also.
Longbottom. Yeah. So I stand corrected once again on
There
this
you
show.
go. Magic is not cool because
Yeah.
Neville can do it.
But he got cool towards the end. Anyway, that's enough Harry Potter chat.
Yeah, it did end
Oh,
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, we could go for a bit longer. Got anything?
No, that's it.
I was saying that I actually do agree with you. I've actually been trying to convince my local bakery that I'm a wizard.
What?
I'll tell you about it. So they have a window where they display their baked goods, and you can see everything that they have in stock. So what happens is when I walk past it, I look in the window and see if they have 2 butter chicken pies. Because if they only have 1, not going in. Not going to waste my time. Half my regular
Do you always
order.
get 2?
I always get
Are
2.
they small?
No, they're full on pies, mate. I'm not messing around here.
You're a wizard.
I am. So the other day I went in, and I've been coming in every single day and getting the same thing, and they always have it in stock. And I know that it weirds them out because they don't see me look in the window. I just walk in.
No, they're weirded out because who's eating 2 butter chicken pies every single day?
They don't see me
I
eat
would
them.
be like, this guy's a wizard. Like, you don't have to convince them. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Well, this is how I first discovered that they think I'm magic. One of the first conversations I've ever had with them, other than what would you like today, she goes, do you look in the window to see how many pies we have? Because you always walk in and you always nail the order. Like you always get what we have. And I just went, no.
And was she blown away?
She lost her mind. She was like, how does this guy know that every time he comes in, how many butter chicken pies we have in stock? This is ridiculous. So there you go. My bakery thinks I'm a wizard. And that, ladies and gentlemen,
That, ladies and gentlemen, is not an achievement. Don't be proud of that. Stop bragging.
magic is cool.
Yeah, it is cool, except when you do it at your local bakery.
Luca Lewis will be right back.
My girlfriend's dad recently bought a Google Home. Now, Google Home is a little device that sits on your bench or somewhere at home and essentially listens to every single conversation.
Yeah.
And so you can ask it something like, I don't know, any question,
Yeah.
and then it will answer. Like if you want to know Brad Pitt's age or,
Yeah. So
And
it's like a digital personal assistant.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he bought this, and he just loves new technology. Like
Yeah.
he's really, whenever a new thing comes out, like he gets the new iPhone within the week every time.
Yeah.
He just loves new technology. Yeah, so he got this new thing. He's super excited about
Yeah.
it. So he started showing me when I came over, and I've come over to the house to spend time with Emily, who's
With your
my
girlfriend. And you end up
um,
hanging out with her dad and Google Home.
for about half an hour. Yeah. And we're just sitting there talking to this robot. And
Yeah. And you think you don't live in the country.
what do you mean?
You think you don't live in the country, but as soon as technology comes to your area, it's a neighborhood wide event. Oi, Emily, get your boyfriend over. There's electricity in the house. Get him to drive the tractor around.
We held a small festival,
Yeah.
and yeah, so I thought I bought in. And by the way, I'm hating this thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't hate this Google Home thing anymore. than
So
I
you
do.
weren't impressed.
No,
Well,
it's a
Kelvin
robot.
would have been heartbroken.
Oh, probably, but that's not my problem. I mean, this thing
Yeah.
is useless.
You've
And-
brought it in.
Yeah, I brought it in to show you.
What do you mean it's you? Because here's the thing. I think it's
If
kind
I-
of
okay,
interesting,
no,
but why
you
would you
ask
have
it-
it?
You have a phone, right? I have
Yeah.
a phone with Google on it,
Uh-huh.
and I can Google things.
Oh, that Google Home knows.
Yeah, so why would I
So
want Google Home
you think that you're smarter.
than a robot? Correct. We're the top of the food
Well,
chain.
Luke,
We're the smartest
Luke,
species. This-
okay, yeah, but here's the thing.
This was made by a human.
If-
I am a human.
Luke, if you're using Google, if you're using Google to beat Google, you are just an accessory.
Mate, I could
To-
beat it with anything. I'll bet it with Yahoo. I'll bet it with Bing. I don't care.
Bing,
Yeah.
you're that confident that you reckon
I'm not that confident.
you reckon that you're smarter than Google Home using Bing.
All right, well, let's test it. I've got it in.
That's confidence.
I will make a mockery of this machine. Well,
Hey,
what are we going to do?
Google.
Ask it a question?
I'll ask it a question. Hey Google, when's Hugh Jackman's birthday? That's pretty obscure
Hugh
trivia.
Jackman was born on October 12, 1968.
$200
Amazing.
for that. See how unimpressed I am? Like that didn't improve my day at all. No offense to Hugh, love his work, don't care about his birthday. I'm not going to rock up to his house, not going to give him a cake. I don't need to know that.
Okay, well, how about this? After the break, Luke,
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge you, both you and Google, to a trivia off, and we'll see who's smarter.
Watch
But
me smash it.
the rules are you have to use Bing.
But it's supposed to be Google versus Google.
No,
Oh, it's me versus Google.
yeah, because if you use Google, then it's just going to win. Then Google
Me versus
wins.
Google featuring Bing.
After the break, coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time for the ultimate showdown. Luke, how are you feeling?
Got Bing up, ready to go.
Hey, Google, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling helpful. What can I do for you?
Ooh, that's fighting talk.
Yeah.
All right, Jack, do you want to place a
I'd
bet?
rather not.
Can you shush
Yeah.
for a second, Google Home? Jack, do you want to place a bet? Who do you reckon is going to win? Google Home or Luke with the assistance of Bing?
I think Google will cream him and he'll blame it on Bing.
I'm not taking that bet because you're definitely going to win. All right, for this, I'm going to be the game show host. This is a game show now, and the prize is you're probably going to win humiliation by losing. And we of course need some game show.
The prize is I never have to use Bing again.
Ooh, are you in the
This
mood?
is very official.
All right, so here's
I'm
the
ready.
rules. Here's the rules. I'm going to say the magic words that activate the thing. I can't say it,
Yeah.
otherwise it'll turn on,
Yeah.
and then you can start typing into Bing. All right,
Okay.
have you got Bing?
Bing's up, ready to
All
go,
right.
locked and loaded.
On your marks,
Go.
set, Bing. Hey Google, who is the oldest man alive? He's typing away.
Summary from the website.
123 Bolivian
men. In recorded history from French.
Can you?
colony
You've lost Google Home. Just cool it. All right, accept defeat. Luke's got one. Well done, mate. This is unheard of.
You would not want to be Google Home right now.
Bing is defeating Google Home. All right. Now this one. All right. Question
I
two.
want to get back to the main search engine.
Of course.
Yeah, okay,
of
go,
course.
I'm ready.
All right. Hey Google, how far away is the sun? Luke's typing away furiously. Google Home is spinning.
Loading.
He's
1 AU. What's an AU?
well. You better find out. Quick, Google's thinking.
The
My
orbital
apologies.
speed
I
is
don't
225
understand.
Oh,
kilometers.
Google gave up. Google gave up. She said he didn't
I'm
understand the
telling you, this
question.
thing's useless. 93 million miles.
I can't believe it, Jack. He's beating Google Home. This is ridiculous.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
this is the third one, which I thought I was going to throw you a bone. All right, hey Google, what's the time?
Oh, I don't
Quick,
see
read
that.
the clock. I bet you can't read
Time
the clock.
is
7:30.
Oh, he's lost. He lost. There's one for Google. Luke attempted to read an analog clock then, and then went back to Bing. All right. Well, I was going to give you. I thought you were going to lose all of them, so
Telling you.
I had one question that I know you're going to nail. Are you ready? Hey Google, name all the Friends characters. I know you're not going to need Bing.
Joey,
Characters in Friends include
Phoebe,
Quick.
Rachel, Ross, and Chandler.
Oh, he's
Another.
done it,
And
ladies and gentlemen.
The bar guy, the creepy guy. I don't know where he's
Well done, Luke. You've thoroughly impressed me. Hey Google Home, you suck.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, of course
Yeah, you don't
wouldn't.
understand anything.
Yeah.
Jack, I should have taken that bet.
Luke and Lewis on the air. How do you feel about that? We're
That
just
was-
dual wielding the intros today. You do one, I do one. That's not what dual wielding is. That's
No, it's
called
not.
sharing. So on the weekend,
Uh-huh.
my girlfriend Emily,
Yeah.
she went to a charity event. She's a very charitable person, and at this event, it was hosted by Warwick Capper, the ex AFL player from the Sydney Swans.
And that's what he
known,
does.
I would say, fairly safe to say, known playboy. Warwick Capper, he's in a lot of fields.
Yeah,
right?
he's an
So- and
entrepreneur.
He is, and he hosts
and
these.
clearly very charitable.
He's a very charitable guy. He hosted it for free, I found out. But on the night is one of those
That
nights.
is what. That's the definition of charity, Luke.
It is.
Well done.
Indubitably.
Oh, Jackie's done it. He used a big word. Hit the big word button.
What?
Ooh, Luke just said a fancy word. Well done, Luke. Well done. You've used a big word. Just listen to this music, mate. You've earned it. I made this for you earlier in the day. Well done, mate.
What a waste of time. How long did that take you to make?
It took me a long time to find a good song. And then I found one with a
I
well
can't
done
believe
chorus.
You went along with that.
Well, look, I know how much you like using big words.
Disappointed in you both.
And you just add them to your vocabulary. But the thing is, Luke, just because you say words, you can't exactly spell them. I'm taking over your segment now. The time has come. Do you know you texted last week? You said peruse, which is a word I know that is
Right.
not in your vocab.
And then I was listening to one of your podcasts during the week, and you recorded it the day after we recorded last week's show.
Yeah.
And you said peruse in your podcast. You want my big vocabulary.
No, that's already in my vocabulary, mate.
No,
I read
you,
books.
You would not have used the word peruse the next day.
Okay, look, here, pass me my phone. I'm going to show you how you spelled peruse. Mm-hmm.
P-E-R. I know that now it's not how you spell it.
Yeah. You spelled it P-E-R-U-O-Z-Z, another one, and then E.
I now realise it
That's
doesn't.
about 36 letters.
And about 35 of them are wrong.
So how would you actually
I've had to
actually
think
spell
about
it?
this during
Yeah.
the week because you pulled me up on it at the time. Is it P? I haven't Googled it. Hey, Google, how do you spell peruse?
Oh, I bet it doesn't
Bruise
even...
is spelled B-R-U-I-S-E.
No, it's not.
No, I think it's not. I thought I said Bruce. See, this thing's useless.
Like, Google
Okay,
Home.
hey,
we
wait,
need to
wait.
get Bing Home.
Is it? Is it P-E-R... U-S-E? Okay, P-E-R-U-S-E. Lock it in.
Yes, that's how you spell it. Well done. Hit the big word button, Jack. Luke just said a fancy word. Well done, mate.
Do we even want to hear about Warwick Capper anymore? I'll tell you after the break.
Warwick Capper is unnecessary at this moment. This moment is for you, Luke. Well done. We'll see you after the break, guys. Luke and Lewis on the air. Now, Luke, I'm going to let you get back to your story. Sorry for interrupting there.
Yeah, now we'll refrain from saying any words over 2 syllables during this story. because-
Well, that'll be easy for you, man.
yeah, I mean, it's a story involving Warwick Capper. It won't be hard.
Yeah, that's true.
So as I
This
was
will
saying,
just be grunts.
I was literally saying how charitable he was. He
Yeah.
did this charity event for free, and it came to the point in the night where he was... he started selling off merchandise, to raise money for the charity.
Warwick Capper
Warwick
merchandise.
Capper. No,
who's,
right,
Who's
so he-
rocking
no,
a Capper hat? A Capper cap?
No, right. So he was selling off other people's merchandise,
okay.
right? And it was going for a lot of money. Some people they raised $25,000
Yeah,
at this
awesome.
night. So things are going really well for this charity. Then about the 7th item comes up, and Warwick Capper pulls out a signed, framed photo of himself.
Oh, no.
From back in the 80s.
Warwick.
And he starts the bidding at $7,000. Now, there was a bit of an awkward lull in the room when no one, surprise, no one shot up their hand and wanted to bid, and
This is once in a lifetime opportunity.
I know he was trying to paint it as, you know, these things usually go for a lot of money. It's for charity, guys. You know,
Do
why,
they? Do
why
they,
wouldn't
Warwick?
you want my head in your study? Like, just the vanity of like selling your own head for $7,000. How much do you think a framed photo of yourself would look?
Myself
would go
well,
for.
I think it would look like it was worth $1 million. Obviously,
Right, but how much would it go for?
Oh, probably $2.
Yeah, that's just getting a discounted frame. But yeah, so the bidding starts, right? Well,
So
'cause
obviously
people
you
felt-
bidded.
Yeah, no, I was there again. Emily was there.
Yeah.
She apparently had to
So she gave you a call so you could phone in a bit.
right. Well, she she called me afterwards. She had to escort herself out because she was giggling too hard. She was in the front row laughing. So she had to.
He tries to sell a photo of himself,
And
and
then-
the front row laughs at him
Yes.
and leaves.
Yeah.
Poor
Right.
Warwick.
It ended up going for $150. Someone bought it out of pity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Warwick.